That was an amazing, mesmerizing dance by early explorers A. And just like the beauty of the nature that mesmerizes us, this reminds me we have a mesmerizing personality between us, that is Miss Vaishali BK. Even as she was pursuing her master's in biotechnology, Vaishali knew what her life calling was: to help young minds blossom. She started her journey with the NGOs in Mumbai slums, teaching, in fact, learning from the underprivileged and bright students. She went on to become a part of national-level education campaigns, completed her training at British Council, and volunteered with adults and teenagers as a spoken English trainer, even before her B.Ed training. Passion towards inclusive education prodded her to do her diploma in learning disabilities, and she has worked closely with differently abled children. The birth of her daughters resulted in a long sabbatical from work and opened up exciting avenues of early learning and writing. An alumni of AMI and a positive, disciplined parent educator, she now squeezes out time to blog about early learning and gentle parenting on ammatoday.com. She strongly believes that nurturing the children of today is the only way towards creating a peaceful and progressive society. This was the crux of her TEDx speech too. Miss Vaishali is also a published child author, and she has won many accolades, including the prestigious National Advika Award for her work in creating change. After knowing all this about you, I'm sure parents are eager to hear a few words of wisdom from you. So I request Miss Vaishali to come up on stage and speak a few words for us.
Hello. Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. I am so glad to see the topic that has been chosen, a little more theme. Thank you and congratulations for pulling off such a beautiful performance. I noticed some things during the performances as well. First thing was that you all did not shy from choosing heavy topics like war, stereotyping, positive parenting. I noticed some details as well. There was a child over here who was, reading the friendship, when the friendship play was going. And even though she just had to act like she was reading, she was actually moving her fingers from left to right, like she was actually reading a book, even though she was probably, I don't know if she even knows to read, actually. The props, there were so many props for even small 5-10 second scenes, and the precision with which the support staff brought them in, took them back inside was amazing and shows the hard work that went behind the scenes. I also appreciated the presence of mind the children depicted, because there was an audio recording and they had to match their voices along with the audio recording. In the last, the Indigo performance, I think a couple of children's scarves fell down, and they still continued to dance, even though I'm sure they were not prepared for these sort of things. So I think these are the skills that the children of today actually need, more than the academic readiness. The parents over here, I see all our parents of 2 to 6-year-olds, and I'm sure you have tiny philosophers in your house with zero impulse control, who keep asking you why, who refuse to do things. And I'm sure you find yourself negotiating every day. A child who cannot even probably peel a banana is actually sitting and having 30-minute negotiations with you. They cannot even clean themselves or bathe themselves, and they're probably saying no to you 100 times every day. And I'm sure you find yourself wondering every day, am I even doing this right? Here is where education comes in, because in a preschool, more than being big school ready, that is your academic skills, the alphabet, the letters, more than that, your child is learning SEL skills, socio-emotional learning skills. Am I safe here? When I make a mistake, does it mean that love is going to be withdrawn? Am I still worthy of love? Do my feelings matter? And most importantly, for a child to explore in a big school, right, they need 2 things. Trust in themselves, meaning I can face any problem, like the child over here whose scarf fell down and she still managed to pick herself up. And trust in the people around. The world is a safe place. I will always have safe adults around me. And I'm so glad to see this being embodied in this school. Your child, I'm sure, throws multiple tantrums every day on a daily basis. I've been there too. And how their emotions are handled at this point forms a basis for their lifelong learning. Their prefrontal cortex is still developing, and it still develops until 25 years of age. And what we show now in handling their emotions is what the basis is. For example, we might notice a lot of adults even today struggling with handling their emotions. They feel uncomfortable inside and they procrastinate, or they call a friend, or they simply Netflix and chill. They don't know how to sit with their feelings and handle the emotions. And that is why I'm so glad that you all took a topic like emotions and had those difficult conversations. All emotions are expressions, and our behaviors are simply communication. So, at this moment, in this phase of life, all that your child needs is boundaries, repetition, and your calm, not punishment. I want to share a very tiny snippet over here before I wind up that shaped how I discipline my children and my clients and my students as well. So, when I was about 18 years, just before 18 years, I started my driving classes. And this driving trainer was a terror, okay? He was very scary. He would yell at us, he would use bad words, and we were very scared of doing anything that would set him off. So on this particular day, he said, today is like a mini test. I want you to go over there and take a U-turn over here. And I was already very distracted and a little scared. So I went and I did something which was not a U-turn. And he was furious. And he had told me that if you don't take a U-turn properly, I'm going to stop the car here, throw you out of the car, and you have to walk and come back home. And this place was like a good half an hour away from my home. Now I was sweating, okay? I was like, how am I going to manage if he throws me out of the car? And then we turned, he helped me U-turn, and I was looking at him, is he going to ask me to get out of the car? And he didn't do anything of that sort. He said, just chalo. So I said, do I have to get out of the car? And he said, no, I want to teach you driving at the end of these 14 days. And for this, you will learn driving only if you are having practice with the steering wheel, no? Not when you're walking. And that has shaped how I discipline students until now. When we give punishment to children, are they learning the skill that they need to learn? So when your child is throwing a tantrum or misbehaving, they have poor impulse control skills or poor frustration tolerance skills. And by punishing them, by withdrawing love, by saying, go sit in the corner, are we actually giving them practice to learn these skills? I hope this is what you take back from today. To wind up, I just want to say, as a reminder, your children are not going to remember the lectures or the gifts that you give or the multiple skills that you teach. They're simply going to remember how you made them feel when they're upset. Your calm today becomes their inner voice tomorrow. I hope you take this back, and every time you find yourself doubting, find yourself losing your patience, I hope this is what you can tell yourself, that how you respond forms their inner voice as adults. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Vaishali. That was a very insightful message. And I, as a mother, have actually picked a lot from you today. So thank you very much. We now move towards the last performance of the day. Students of Early Explorers B are here to tell us that we must carry a carefree spirit, just like colors that splash without rules. Aren't they attractive and amazing? Our students are here to remind us that we must live without fear and limits, just like every shade of color that has its own beauty. Every experience of life is worth living for. So get ready to soak yourself in colors. That's our early explorer B students who have brought all the colors to life.
Good morning, everyone. I feel truly blessed today to stand in front of you all as a parent of Advaik studying, in pre-KG. Everybody asked me in my house, why a little more? Why do you choose little more when there are so many play schools near our house? I was very clear in my mind, I want my son to go only in Little More. But today, after 2 years of sending my child in Little More, you have the aptest name for your school, a little more. It is genuinely having a little more love, a little more care, a little more attention towards each child, to bring out the best in themselves. And I feel today I would like to take this platform and thank everybody for taking care of our child. I know 100% my son is going to miss the school, but even I am going to miss the school as much as he's going to do. And with Advaik, the changes I've seen him from 2 years, in each one of his sentence, he's very clear. Mama, please, can I do this? Mama, sorry. And Mama, thank you. I hear these 3 words at least 50 times at my house. And this is the kind of quality learning he's having in the school. And I would like to thank each one of the staff, each one of the man who's standing outside the gate. I would give a special mention to him. He doesn't allow me 5 minutes earlier also and come out. I tell, Bhaiya, please, it's getting late. But he's very clear, no, I'm not going to send you. So all these minute details, only we trust you because choosing a play school, big school at least is different. Choosing a play school for our child as young parents, we're also very not sure. But today I have another daughter who's just 6 months, and me and my husband, we're very sure we're going to send her to only Little More once again. And so thank you so much, everyone. And whomever I meet, ma'am, I'm just telling, please send your son or daughter to Little More because they really have a little more touch to everything. Thank you so much and welcome for all the thing you've done for us. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Shruti, mother of Advaik. My son is going to Early Explorers in Little More. This is our second year here at Little More. And in these 2 years, we can see that the school has given us a very well-rounded development for the kid. My son's social skills, communication have all soared post he joined Little More. He has a lot of confidence and he's much more independent when he explores the world around him. The education system as such is very well structured and the playway method instills all the right curriculum to the child. The smallest things that the school do is actually the things that make a very big difference. The library books, which they give every fortnight once, instills the essence of reading for a child. The show and tell, which happens once every month, boosts their confidence, makes them a better orator when they stand before their whole class. The picnics that come once in every month, my son is super joyed to attend them, and he loves exploring the world with his friends. The celebrations are all secular, like any celebration, be it Onam or Christmas, anything is celebrated in the school, and it opens the child's mind for the diversity around them. The staff and teachers are very caring and patient with the children. They are very vested in each and every child in the class and make sure they are set for success. Joining Little More, making my son a part of Little More was one of the best decisions that we have taken. And I think we'll be greatly indebted to the school for the values you have instilled in. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Harshini, Ira's mom. My daughter is doing Busy Bee program. Like many first-time parents, we felt a lot of anxiety choosing the right school for our child. But after enrolling Ira at Little More, we could not be happier with our decision. The learning environment here is so wonderful. The curriculum is so creatively designed that there is something to look forward both for parents and for children every month. We really appreciate the monthly picnic. Ira comes back home with lots of stories about it, and we love to listen to them. We also appreciate the craft work. It's so much joy to watch Ira bring home her own handmade craft for every festival. Now I've kept a dedicated folder to collect all her handmade craft work throughout the year. To conclude, I would like to say a huge thank you to all the teachers and the support staff for making this a fantastic year at school. Thank you.
Anaya Khanna. Come on, parents, this is a big day for them. Their first convocation. Aira Rao. Kaira. Look at the smile and the joy these children have on their convocation day. Kaira Kedia. Kaira Rishi Haran. Sara. Yashvi Jain. Finally, Yashi Jain. So these are our busy bee of a little more preschool. We now have the students of Early Explorer A. Advik SR. Adi Bajoria. Ishan S. Kian Kate Palya. Mutta. Rachel Vargas. Rudra Prem Devnani. Saisha Mutta. Taikum El Lehri. Tridev Vamsat. Vivisha S. Yukt Jain. Arshveer Jain. R. Devansh Chajal. Hiyansh Mittal. Kiyansh. Lakshita Oswal. Shah. Kiansh Mundra. So these are our students from Early Explorers B. So parents, a big round of applause. We are done with our convocation for students of A Little More Preschool. Busy bee.
Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for being a wonderful audience today. Very claps.
Again, thank you.
Thank you everyone
Loudly.
for being a wonderful audience today. Very claps made us happy and confident. Thank you teachers, staff and parents for your love and support. Thank you all. जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ